Ready.
Lieutenant Paul Rorison, R-O-R-R-I-S-O-N.
All right, what happened?
Little after 10 tonight, one of our patrol units observed a white Toyota Corolla traveling southbound on 60th Street. The vehicle ran the stop sign at Weaver Street. As our patrol vehicle pulled in behind the vehicle to initiate a traffic stop, the vehicle failed to yield and the pursuit was initiated, which ended up over here at 54th and Imperial Avenue, where the vehicle crashed into the apartment building here on the southwest corner. The occupant of the vehicle that was being chased was described as a Hispanic male, fled southbound on 54th Street and then eastbound through the alley. Our officers set up a perimeter with the use of our air support unit and additional resources. At this point, we haven't taken the suspect into custody yet, but we have had to evacuate this apartment building because there is significant structural damage, including broken water and electrical lines.
This may not be the right question to ask, but did he flee the car and then the car rolled into the building, or did he crash the car into the building and then flee the vehicle?
No, based on the impact, and the officers were right behind him during the pursuit. The vehicle tried to make the turn southbound onto 54th Street. The driver lost control, crashed through a metal fence and then into the apartment building, at which point the driver got out and fled southbound on 54th Street.
You said earlier the building has no power, no water, but no
Right now, fire responded because there was a fear of gas lines being severed. We have determined that gas lines, at this point, there is no leak, but the water lines were severed and there is electrical damage and severe structural damage. So at this point, the city engineers will come out and ascertain whether the apartment building could be habitated. At this point, all the residents have been evacuated and they're standing by right now to get any clearance, whether they're going to be allowed to go back into the building tonight or not.
How many people displaced, do you know?
It appears there's about 10 apartments. I don't have an exact number of the individuals that were displaced at this point. There is at least about 30. They are all standing outside here. They're being very patient, cooperative. Obviously, we're doing this for their safety, and fire is standing by in case there is any potential of a gas leak or anything like that later. We cannot remove the vehicle at this time until we've had the structural engineers come out and decide whether we can safely remove that vehicle without there being any further structural damage. So that's why fire is standing by at this point.
this may sound like a dumb question, but there are additional charges again. I mean, clearly failure to yield, etc. But he crashed his car into a building. Is there anything additional
Right now, you've got felony evading, plus you're going to have now felony hit and run, along with any other charges if they can identify this subject later on, or if we do apprehend him tonight.